what's a huge difference between, like literally you can tell the difference when you're dating our sister from back home and our sister from here.
The typical African lady is less expressive. Yes. Compared.
Okay, got it. Okay, compared to the to the American. But my point of view was, what's your advice to the young boy, man?
Point to me is like you have to get to know the person first.
Right.
Take your time to know the person before you start.
So take your time.
Take your time.
That's your word.
Take your time.
Welcome to Lughie Podcast. This is Lughie Podcast, and today I'm gonna we have a kind of interesting topic to talk about. But before I go any further, I do have my homeboys, my African brother. We have a DJ Sippy Tack in the house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then we have Waley, my brother.
How you doing?
I'm good. Hey, good to see y'all.
Yeah. Good to see you
too, bro.
Yeah. Kwa karibuni sana katika kipindi changu cha Lughie Podcast. Siku ya leo tutaongea, we're gonna talk about dating our African sisters back home though.
Back home, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then obviously our American sisters.
Yeah.
Here in America. Yeah. But the American, we talk Black America, right? Here we go. Bring us so before we start anything, let's start. Hey, let's get some toast, man. Come on now, we can't do that.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers to good things.
Yeah. Shout out to all the ladies, man. I don't know where they from. Africa, America, they all ladies.
All ladies. That's what's up.
What up?
So, okay. What's your experience, Sippy? Let me start with. Actually, no. Let me go with Waley.
Me?
I know. I know you from West.
Man, you just caught me off guard, man.
I know.
Let it go like this.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I'm mad.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, I'm good.
So, tell me a little bit more. I never dated Niger sister myself. Mm-hmm. Never had the opportunity.
Yeah.
So tell us about what's the dating life in terms of like back home in Nigeria.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I won't say dating is different according to countries. You know, sometimes people like to segregate, you know.
Right.
But then for me, I feel like it depends on the individual.
Right.
So I grew up in Lagos. I mean, most of my life in Lagos, so I can speak, and then some parts in Abuja.
Okay.
The capital.
Yeah, the capital.
Yeah.
Abuja.
So in most cases, you know, it's like there's virtually nobody that doesn't have one special person in their lives, right?
Okay.
Definitely, you have the single people. I mean, you have people that are single. Mm-hmm. Then you still have those that are not single, but definitely those, I would say, like those dating are, you know, in the majority.
Right.
But when it comes to dating, like dating proper, you know, sometimes, you know, I mean, it's like in categories. You have like friends with benefits. You have those dating for purpose.
Right.
You know, and it's intentions. And it's not like it's everyone dating for a purpose that necessarily wants marriage. But basically, like, I want to be with you like for a while, for a bit. Mm-hmm. You know, if it's gonna work out, you know,
it's gonna work out.
And if not, you know, and then you have those that are dating to marry. So basically, like 3 categories now, right? So you have the friends with benefits, dating to, you know, see a prospect, you know, dating to like weigh a prospect, you know, dating to, you know, calculate a prospect, like to see if this person is someone I can like go all the way with, and then dating proper, like the one that leads to marriage in quotes.
Right.
But back home, you know, like you find people in these 3 categories, so it's really different to like be able to like stay and then say, oh, dating in Nigeria or dating in Lagos, dating in Abuja is like this. You know, you really can't pinpoint. But you always have somebody dating for a reason. You know, basically. So it has to be a reason. So it's either for fun or you're serious with it. you know. And then of course you really can't tell, you know, when someone is serious, especially nowadays when you find, you know, people too intelligent, you know, people are intelligent now, so it's difficult to like be like, oh, this person is serious.
The serious, this one is not.
So basically, once you're dating, just date with an open mind.
Right.
me.
Don't come with expectation.
Don't come with expectations. So back home is basically like, but like I said, you have people that define you from scratch, you know. So if you're talking about Nigeria, just like everywhere else in the world, you have people who date for either fun or either for, you know, like committed relationship.
Sorry to interrupt. But let me ask you this: in terms of the culture, wise, so the way you just explained it to me, it's more like a just normal Western way how to, you know. But let's say, in terms of the culture, in
The expectations.
Yeah, you know, like a culture. I mean, like, you know, sometimes do people from the time you trying to approach them, you have to know the parents or you have to know the family, or do you have to just give me a little
time?
Yeah, just tell me a little bit about, you know, how that works.
Well, basically,
Just in case, if I might find some Nigerian sister one day, you know.
No. It doesn't really work that way. You know? So I mean, it used to be like that in those days. You know, when our parents, you know, were dating and all of that.
Right.
So, at that point, there were no phones. There were no phones. There were no Ubers. There were no. So a parent wants to know who my child is dating. You know, so the parent is interested. You know, in what you're saying. So I mean, I have to have an idea.
Right.
So in those days, you had to, like, maybe if you're a guy, especially if you're a girl, you have to take the guy home to meet your parents and all that.
Of course, yeah.
So
yeah.
you know, so if I say, oh, I'm going somewhere, you know, at least, you know, they'll be like, their mind will be at rest. You know, they won't be so, you know, edgy and, you know, worried. But nowadays, man, from scratch, people date for, I'd say most people date for the fun, you know, from the onset.
Right.
Date for the fun.
Right,
Let's face it. You know, I mean, you don't want to meet someone today. Gone are those days you meet someone and they be like, oh, I think you'll be my wife. Oh, I think you know. So these days it's basically meet someone, and then the girls, no one wants to rush and carry a guy to the parents.
Right, because they know it can go, yeah.
You know, so they know, like, well, let me see how it goes. So before you get to that point of taking anybody to your parents, it has to be, maybe if you see some commitment and then you feel like, okay, now it's time to meet my parents. So there's really no timeline.
Right.
No timeline or no specifics, no way to go about it. This is like,
it is what it is, yeah. What about you, Sippy? Sippy talk, come on now.
I gotta cut through the chest, man. There's no beating around the bush. In short, girls from back home, the difference between girls from back home, girls from here, is that a girl from back home, they kind of hold back. They're not gonna show you a lot of stuff. But girls over here in America, they're gonna show you everything. They're gonna put everything in the table. Like, I'm aggressive, I'm like this, I like that. I don't like this, I don't like that. I don't get down with this, I don't get down with that.
So if you can deal with it,
our
fine.
sister back home, you're not gonna know that much. They hold stuff back. They hiding stuff a lot.
In terms of what? Hiding like what?
In terms of, like, they're not gonna tell you, like, oh, I'm freaky. Oh, I like this. I like you to do me like this. I like you to...
They're not expressive.
Yeah, they're not expressive.
They're not expressive.
But it's not like they really do that on purpose. It's just like that's how they've been trained. That's how they've been raised. It's just the whole back the stuff.
So would you prefer someone they're very expressive,
I prefer somebody more explosive, somebody like can tell me exactly who you are.
Right.
I like this, I like music, I like to party, I like to go out. I don't go to church that much. I like something like that.
That's why
everything on the table in the forefront. Just I like.
You don't like those ones just looking down.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
You don't like that.
Yeah, I like to know somebody from the get-go. You know what I mean? So
like, who's a real?
You know what you're dealing with. More than you're dealing with somebody, you know.
Exactly. That's part of the problem Africa faces.
That's the big problem.
That's part of the problem Africa faces. Some, let me not say most, some youths, find it hard, to date, whether whether a guy or a girl, they find it hard to to be expressive, you know, because sometimes the African culture kind of like knocks you down, like.
They judge you.
You know, they judge you. And then they judge you. And then they really don't want you to like be expressive as you want, you know. If I say this, I have to, before I say anything, I have to look around and see that no one is listening.
I think we're very judgmental when it comes to so just like you already said, when you meet a female from back home, and then she's very upfront. She's very honest, and she might be trying to explain or tell you what she like, what she don't. Sometimes we judge them thinking they are like for the street.
Like, oh my,
they are for the street. They belong to the street.
She's too wild.
Exactly.
She's too wild.
But and then so now I can't blame them. Now they have to find a way how to go with the code, meaning when they come in, they're gonna pretend like they don't know nothing.
So you don't.
But they know what time it is. But they're gonna pretend like, oh, you're my first one or my second one, whatever the case.
That's true.
Because now she's coming in, pretend like she doesn't know anything. But she knows everything. But now because it's the culture, the mentality, how we roll, then we like. Once you see there's some, she might have some mileage.
So basically now, I mean...
So it's our fault in the same ways as well.
So the major difference now is that, I mean, one of the major differences, between dating an African and American would have to be that the typical African lady is less expressive. Compared.
Got it. Compared to the American.
Yeah, because the American lady, she's gonna give it to you, man.
American, they've been exposed to a lot of stuff since they are young. So they've been exposed to a lot of stuff.
But let me ask you something else. So what if a lady? So before we move to the American, let's talk the one from back home. So what if you meet a lady and then she's more quiet, preserved. Thinking more laid back. No, she doesn't express herself much. And then by the days go by, she open up.
Yeah, comes out of her shell. Yeah.
So how would you feel? What's the actual mentality at the time when you see it's like, hold on a second. This is you're supposed not to know 1, 2, 3, 4. But now all of a sudden, man, she's about to knock me out. Come on, talk to me.
Yeah, for me, I feel like some pretend.
Right.
You have some that like they hide under the pretense of it's Africa. It's a black world. There are some things I should not do. I should not tell you how freaky I am.
Right.
My body counts. My and all of that. So I feel like people do that. People try to pick that short picture because they don't want to they don't want to portray themselves like the wild girl.
Right.
Yeah, because the typical guy wants a decent. The typical guy wants a decent girl.
Right.
And then, the typical American likes the wild girl.
Right.
So basically, now you find a situation where your typical. I keep saying typical.
Right.
Things have changed now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time.
So now you really can't say all African girls are like.
No.
So it has to be. So the typical girl, meets a guy and then wants to be in her best behavior, and then wants to show that okay, I can be like a decent girlfriend or a good girlfriend, and then so once they feel comfortable with you, and that's what I've noticed. Once girls feel more comfortable with a guy, and then women are very wise.
Oh, yeah.
They meet you,
very smart.
They're like
very smart.
Green snake under the green.
Right.
So once they're able to judge your level of exposure,
right,
or your level of wildness, or your level of social life, or level of things,
especially if she knows what time it is. Yeah.
And then she now operates with you on that level. So that's why you find a girl with a guy. And then if you be like, well, I don't club, I don't go out, and she'll be like, okay. If she really likes him, she'll kind of adjust. But if a girl meets a guy and sees that, man, this guy is a social type, likes to go out and have fun,
right?
And she's that type of person. instantly, she opens up.
Open up, right,
Opens
right.
up, like.
But let me ask something else, and this is for both of you. So let's say, does it matter in terms of when you meet the lady back home now?
Yeah.
And does it matter her background in terms of education, in terms of the family, exposure, you name it?
Oh yeah, it does. In Nigeria, it doesn't matter.
It does?
Oh yeah.
How?
In Nigeria, Nigeria is a very big country, large population with different ethnic groups.
Right.
So some ethnic groups till today, won't allow another ethnic group, to come, take their child, like to come to marry. Yeah, till now.
As we speak.
As we speak, you find instances where a tribe be like, well, for instance, I'm Yoruba. Now, the dominant tribes in Nigeria, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, and then you have the Ijaw, Shekiris, like different, different sector teams,
right.
Ibira, many, plenty.
Right.
Now, and sometimes, in some cases, it was because, the hatred dates back centuries, for some. They be like, if you're from here, you can, marry someone from here.
Right.
So apart from the ethnicity, sometimes the educational background. So sometimes you're dating a girl as a guy from a rich family or as a girl from a rich family, and then your partner is not that educated,
right?
Or not from a wealthy background. The parents will stop it. I'm not saying in all cases, but it still happens.
Right.
So in Nigeria, some factors are considered. Some families, not all. Some families. So some families don't want you
to get married.
A guy as a girl to get a girl from
different
tribes. Some is for ethnicity reasons. If it's not same tribe. Some for educational reasons.
Wow.
They'll be like, oh, she's not up to your standard, or you're not up to standard.
Even though she might be beautiful,
and all that.
Personality, everything. Nope.
No, man. Some. I'm not saying all. Like
okay. Do personal opinion? Do you believe in that?
No. I don't believe in that.
Okay. No. I'll just give. I know you're Waley, but
I don't believe in that. But it still happens.
But it still happens as we speak.
He's just looking for hot chicken.
Right.
You find because. In Africa, especially in Nigeria, the parents hold such a great amount of influence on the child.
Right.
Because they'll be like, see, if they oppose someone and then you're like, no, this is the person I want, and then they go emotional. And then, and they'll be like, oh, I carried you for 9 months. I did,
Right. It's almost like cursing you.
Like cursing you and all that.
Right.
So it's a big deal in Nigeria. So for some guys and some girls, once you're talking to them, the talking stage and all that, they ask things like, you're from what tribe? You're from what tribe? Like, are you wealthy? They ask questions like to make them, be able to know whether something can materialize.
Wow.
So if at the initial stand, they be like, okay, you're not from this tribe, and you're not that wealthy, your family are not that connected, you're not that exposed, those factors, if you can't make the factors, for some guys or some girls,
they can still,
they just be like, they call it off, basically.
Right. So me being from Tanzania, right? East Africa, and let's say it happened that I'm not educated, then I just met some Nigerian woman or whatever you call it. Then she's come from the family where they do believe in reach or whatever. Even though I'm coming from other part of Africa, do you think they can still like disregard me or trying to refuse that part?
Yeah, so
or they'll still say, oh, they'll give me a soft,
soft landing. So now it depends on the family. That's why I say it depends.
It depends on the family,
For some family, they feel like regardless of where you're from,
right.
Regardless if like
you have to have.
You could be blind. You could be. They don't care.
As long
as you love each other.
That's okay.
Some families, they'll be like, it's even cancelled the fact that you're not from Nigeria is cancelled.
It's like, we can't even talk about it.
Don't even bother.
That's crazy. That's
so they be like, then they say, so we have to fly there, and then you know, there's always the there's always the introduction part.
Right.
You know, where both parents have to be. So they be like, well, so we travel or they come. Mm-hmm. So if something happens, and then they be like, so if something happens, and then you guys move over there. And then, so what happens to me? How do I see you? So,
right, they make it more complicated.
It's a big deal.
What about you, brother?
To me,
that's
I
great.
consider background. I consider religion.
Yeah.
I consider that. What kind of religion? What's your background?
Mm-hmm.
What's your parents look like?
That's what things in Nigeria.
Your parents,
right.
You have a history of divorcing or history of alcohols. Or
But hold on.
Domestic violence.
But let me hold on. You guys now you dive too deep now.
Yeah.
When and how do you get time? Trying to dive a little bit deeper, trying to find out the alcohol, let's say, or the divorce, or the disease within the family. Some people more heritage and all that stuff. When do you get that time? And at the time, remember, it's new.
Yeah.
Everything excited.
Yeah.
Everything's like Gucci. You know, everyone is like, you see your hair's, you know. You see, you get goosebumps and all that stuff. So when do you get time before you lock in, like to really
that's why
dive into all these extra stuff?
That's why you don't put all your eggs in too early. You take your time. She's gonna explain to you all this stuff. She's gonna tell you my mama this, my grandpa this, and she's gonna
open up like that, right?
Open up. Yeah, so you just wait for the right time.
So basically, that's why it's
so
like,
you just ride the train until they open up.
You start with
what
friends with benefit. You know? So that's why relationship has to be in categories. You know, no one goes into a relationship and then expect that in the next few weeks we get married.
Yeah,
right.
That only happens in America.
Yeah.
Although in few cases now in Africa, you have people mixing like within 6 months, a year, and getting married. No, but it's few. It's it's the percentage is very small.
Right.
Compared to in America where you meet maybe on hiking, you know, on a date or in traffic or anywhere at the lake. And then 2 months later, you know, in front of the bishop, get married. You know?
But on the other nutshell, so before we move to America, before we move the topic, dating in America, let's say, I wanna ask one more question in terms of, so in Africa, or dating Africa queen, ladies, girls. How you guys, have you been in a situation where a lady will tell you, oh, you have to wait for 2 months, or you have to wait for 6 months, or you have to wait the Steve Harvey 90 days, whatever the case. Do you believe in that? Can you tolerate that kind of situation?
Yeah, you can. Just faking it, but not really believing it.
Right.
Just ride it with the train, like, okay,
go with the flow.
But it's not like I'm believing you since you got me.
So you're gonna stay for 3 months?
I'm gonna stay, but it's not like I'm believing you since I'm staying 90 days. That means you all of that. I ain't gonna take that as a.
No, but my point.
I'm not giving her the credit just for.
But my point.
Me to wait for 90 days.
Right. So okay, my question is. Those 90 days.
I work with that. I can work with
that. Wait. But if she's hot, you work with that. But hold on. So within 90 days, are you gonna stay there, not mess around with anything else, or you still gonna put your eggs to that particular, basket, and expect you're gonna after 90 days you're gonna get your goodies?
To me, I'm not even gonna consider those 90 days. I just keep moving my stuff or whatever I need to do.
And then it's like
business, just waiting to keep doing some other stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Stuff.
So watch this. So after 90 days, you get your goodies, right? Mm-hmm. And then the goodies like it's not next to like nothing.
Yeah.
Whatever expectation you had is like. So what are you gonna do now?
You're gonna have to make a decision. Hard decision nowadays, man. You gotta put everything on the table, bro.
Meaning?
You gotta call a spade, man.
So you find the good.
If you ain't like, whatever, you're not with him, you're not down with it. You have to.
So you find the goodies, know that, and then it's like, what? You're gonna. What about you, Waley?
When I call it.
Man, for me, man, I don't even. So for me, I just go with the flow, man.
You go with the
I
flow.
don't care. Like me, I'm not like how do I put it now? Definitely, no. There's no one that's gonna call the shots for me.
Right.
And then you can't play me tunes and then expect me to dance to it because I mean you're not Jesus Christ.
Like,
right?
what can I get done? Woo!
Yeah.
Woo.
So if you say anything and then I mean, but to be honestly, I've never had anyone in my whole life.
Wait. Put you on the wait.
Put me on the waiting list. I never had no one. So I don't even know how to answer it.
Right, because it never happened to
It
him.
never happened to me.
Okay.
But
He calls very quickly. He doesn't even take your money.
That means he doesn't have no patience.
No, don't get me wrong. There's some.
He scored the first 5 minutes. First round knockout.
After a couple hours, you knock that thing down.
First round knockout. Mike Tyson.
No.
Technical knockout.
No.
Right.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't go for anonymous. He go for the knockout.
No, I've met people that were friends, or we met and then all that, and then nothing happened.
Right. Fair enough.
So yeah. But for me, I've just never had anyone be like, oh, you have to wait 90 days or 6 months or a year, before we get intimate. I've never had it. But if I do, like, I'll be like, well, that's your own point to take. That's your own. That if that's what you want, it holds no bind on me. It's not binding on me. You get.
Right.
If we just met, you can't set no rules. For real. Yeah, I think like you said, I'll be open about it.
Okay.
We can't meet and then you start setting rules for me. I'm not your employee.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not your employee. You didn't employ me. You're not feeding me. So you can't tell me stuff like, okay, we just met and then okay, if you want us to get intimate, you have to wait and then I'll be like, no.
Right, you go crazy. Yeah.
It's not like you got me wait for all this day. That means I'm gonna respect you.
You get So
Right, we're making it different.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
I can be with somebody and then she can put it up and then she can build it for after.
Yeah. So it's
So what?
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it's not gonna change.
judge you.
Right.
Whatever.
So before we go any further, okay, what about the American ones?
American ones.
Yeah, I know we did touch back and forth here and there, but what's your opinion? The big, huge difference dating American lady and dating the African ladies. Huge, they're like big
So I
difference.
think he has to go first. He has more experience.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. Come on, Sippy chat.
Girls,
Let's do it, man.
but I already touch it up. So,
Yeah, just. This is direct question.
yeah, the American girls, they're more open. That's
Okay,
all.
you mentioned
I
that.
mentioned that they're
Yeah,
more
yeah.
open there. They more like, hey, this is what you see is what you get. Like if you see me like this, the way you're acting,
Yeah, no pretense.
that's no pretending. That's what you're gonna get.
But they do Steve Harvey shit. Excuse me.
45.
Yeah, the Steve Harvey, the 90 days shit.
That's just a game, but not all of them.
I know, but
It's just a
but
game.
some they do.
It's up to you if you wanna buy into it.
Uh-huh.
But to me, I'm not buying. Even if you give me 90 days, it don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
You don't mean the shit. Okay.
At the end is you still have to show me exactly what you're
Right.
working on it.
Right.
You see a lot of factors to consider. You gotta consider, what she doing it, what kind of job she doing it, her background, like I say. Because most of the time, as soon as you started talking to a chick, it's already a game.
Yeah.
It's the game on.
Right.
Once you get the chick number, we started talking, the game was on.
It's
That
on.
means right there.
Kipienga.
Exactly.
It's on.
90 days, 90 minutes, or 10
So-
rounds of boxing.
So
So
okay.
whatever is gonna go,
Yeah.
either you can get knocked out the first round,
Right.
or you can knock out.
But my
the
question
third
is, I get it. So my question, I haven't got the really answer in terms of what's a
Different.
huge difference between, like literally, you can tell the difference when you're dating our sister from back home and our sister from here. Huge difference. What is it? Like you can literally tell, and it's like, man,
Oh yeah, definitely. For me, I mean, not like I haven't, not like I haven't experienced dating in America.
Right.
But I feel like from discussing with people, from what I've seen and all that, I think American ladies, they're more expressive, more independent.
Mm-hmm.
Not all.
Okay.
Not all. More independent. Social. The more social. And then they're wild and they're open about it. So majorly they're more open. I think the more
compared to the
compared to the whole African system and the culture. Doesn't really permit a woman to say things like or review things like a body count. The typical American girl, will tell you, I've been with, I've had threesomes. I've done this, I've done that. Then, but back home, everyone is trying to not say too much.
Right.
Because
you're gonna judge them.
You're gonna judge them. Might be the main one.
Another key point is American girls. They don't need to know you too much compared to African. African, they need to know your background. They need to know where you come from.
Your address.
Your daddy a doctor. Are you a doctor? Are you a pilot? Are you trying to become somebody? But American, they don't care.
Yeah.
You can be.
But wait, hold on.
Point too.
I know, but the American. Some of them, they want to know your six figure.
Yeah.
As long as you make money,
I know, but they want to see, and some of them they do. Obviously, we have the system. You can check someone's background, and they can check you if you are for the last whatever. They can literally run you head to toe.
Yeah,
they do that.
Yeah, they do.
But back home, since they don't have that the system to support them to get all this information, that's why they have to ask you up front. But here, someone will ask you right away, how much you making, or what's your credit score?
And
I'm like, man, please, is this a gold or what?
It's easy.
Keep moving.
It's easy to approach a stranger in America more to approach a stranger back home.
Yeah.
True.
Right, yeah. Right there, you taking the trash out. You meet somebody in America, you can get the number. And then she can.
Right.
But back home, African, they're gonna even if she could be like a
next door.
Part of the narrative is that don't be too cheap. Don't appear too cheap. And that mentality has really really tells on the African lady, because she meets you and then she like holds back, she doesn't do too many things, she doesn't express her feeling, she doesn't give you a number, and then she's telling her friends, oh, I should have given him my number.
Too late.
So they try to they try to not appear as too cheap. It's too cheap.
Even if she's cheap, but she's not trying. Okay.
So let's go in terms of how come why the relationship doesn't last longer or farther, and we can still compare the two. What's the reason? Majority people here are single.
Single.
Okay, and you've already had that experience to like dating different people, dating whatever, but it's still being people, female, male, being single. So what's the factor separate the two, the African and the American? We all end up being single. How come?
This is the key point is that people don't take the time to get to know each other.
Right.
We just jump in on relationships really quick. Because if you catch your feeling, you meet somebody while you're drunk. That's what we do right now. We cheer to our life. Then you meet a chick.
You meet someone.
In a relationship, after you get sober, you find out like a minute.
Damn.
Like, man, I shouldn't have gone in so deep, man. What was I thinking?
I know. Too late.
It'd be too late. Then you start to make up your mind, be like, man, I need to call it quit on this.
Right.
I mean, these days relationship don't last for, for some reasons,
Yeah, meeting up in the wrong place.
Yeah, so I mean, sometimes not meeting the right person,
Not taking our time to get to know each other.
Not taking the time. I think that's a crucial one.
And then
Not taking the time.
And then some people now date for survival.
What I mean though?
And now, when I say some people date for survival, I'm not just talking about the ladies.
Even the guys.
Even some guys
Tell me about it.
date for survival. Yeah, I'm a guy, and I've like heard instances where maybe a guy is homeless or about to be homeless.
To be evicted. You're about to be evicted.
And then starts that's when this friendship is met for long or just met. Suddenly wants to become really close, and then so you can be like
move one to the next one from your home from where you've been evicted.
So and then later the girl or the guy finds out that you were dating me for survival. She breaks up.
You never really like me or
You never really like me and all that.
That's crazy.
You had this situation.
Because you had a situation you have to deal with,
Right.
and now you're good, So so if anyone dating for survival cannot last long in a relationship.
Right.
Because you're dating for the wrong reason.
Because you
Right,
for the
for
wrong reason.
Yeah.
Another reason, pretty much at the end of the day, we kind of use each other. Like what you got for me, what I got for you.
Or what do you bring on the table?
Yeah, what you got.
Yeah.
Exchange. It's like a barter trade. You have
Man.
this, you have that. So once you run out of what you have it, you gonna get drunk.
And then of course dishonesty. So I think for me personally, I think those has to be the two reasons why relationships don't last these days. Dishonesty and dating for survival.
Right, dating for survival.
So most girls, and I hope maybe someday we can take like a census or like a poll.
Right.
Most girls will tell you, or most guys will tell you that, well, I left her because she was after my money, or he wasn't honest.
Right. From the get-go, yeah. Yeah.
So people just want to go into relationships so they can survive, have a place to stay, have someone who can, assist me with some $50 or $100.
Right.
Someone can pay for my Uber or can,
Just little support here and there.
okay, and all that.
Damn.
And then dishonesty, because some are married and they say they're not married. Some are in a relationship and then they lie they're not in a relationship. Some are, like criminals.
Right.
And then they be like, oh, I'm clean. So you find
out along the way, then it's like,
along
yeah,
the way, like, man,
I got cut you loose.
Baggages, man.
Right.
So
Right.
I think for me, dishonesty and dating for survival.
That's a key.
Yeah.
Okay. Quick. So we're about to close this topic. What's your opinion or what's your advice for both sides? For young men who's dating African, who dating African American, whatever the situation.
Yeah.
But through your experience, what's your advice you would like to?
Yeah, from experience, I think the only thing is just to be honest, man.
Just be honest.
honest.
That's a key. Hey, just be honest.
Just be honest, man. Just be honest.
That's
Because there's no point telling someone, I want us to get married or I want us to be serious when you have no plans.
Right. Plans.
Let a woman know, well, I'm married.
Right.
Let a woman know you're dating, or let her know you're just in for the fun. Let a woman know
From the get-go.
In fact, it's not just the woman, just the
And the guy. The guy.
Just be open to to a large extent. Be open.
Right.
I'm single, but I'm not searching.
Right.
I'm dating, but I'm not searching.
Right. Right. You dating? What's that supposed to be? I'm dating, but I'm not searching.
I'm dating, but I'm not searching. So I'm dating, but if you want to have fun, I want to have fun as well.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm basically just like expressing why you should be honest.
Right.
It doesn't even cost anything.
Right.
So it's better if from the get go we know what's up.
You know what time it is.
You know what time it is, as against because of the coochie, you say, oh, you making promises.
You wanna sing the song.
Sing the song and say
That's a good idea, but
Right.
it's never gonna work for 99% of people.
Nah. I disagree. I disagree with that percentage. 99%.
Nah, that's too much.
Listen, that's too much.
That's too much. That's too much
It's
for
gonna work
simple.
for half of the people. It's gonna work for half of the people.
We say half I can agree.
Because if you notice, let me make one more point. If you notice, whether in movies or in person, when a guy or a girl finds out some things, especially about relationship, about the other partner, you'll be like, why didn't you tell me?
Right.
That's always the question.
Right.
Why didn't you say? Why didn't you tell me?
It's like this, man. Women are very tricky. They always tell us, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
You get.
Yeah.
So there's no point. Even
Listen.
a woman.
It doesn't mean that they really want to know the truth.
Yeah, well.
Are you gonna tell me like if you go over and kiss somebody at the club and you come back at your house and they tell a girl, oh, I mistakenly I was drunk and I kissed somebody else. She's gonna accept you? She gonna kick you.
She will slap your face off.
Women, they are more comfortable to hear what is good, something nice you wanna tell them.
Yeah, so basically what you're saying now is
It's a game.
I support being honest and then you support being dishonest.
No, not like that. But I'm just saying that what's that? Not too many people gonna do that, and they're not gonna be successful in telling the women all of this, trying to be honest and shit. That stuff don't work. It used to work maybe back in the days. Nowadays, people just want to hear something they want to hear. They want to hear something good from you. They don't want to hear none of the negative stuff. But they're gonna tell you like, it's like your woman. Am I looking good? She dress up and they look like, oh man, baby, that don't look good. You make you look fat. You think she gonna like that?
But for me,
No, she said.
But my point of view was, what's
What's the advice?
like advice to the young boy, man? Because you guys being around the block.
yeah, for me, I'm still gonna maintain what I've said.
Honestly, don't agree.
Honestly, I don't give a
Sippy tack. I think they didn't get that.
I get that. But I'm saying that is not like it really.
No, that's you. That's what you
The
think.
formula that the people really use it.
Okay,
to be
nah.
successful.
Nah,
You can talk like you're on like a political type of talk. But on the really world, women they just want to hear something good.
No,
like imagine right now you're broke.
Yeah.
And you go to the club over there. You tell them, hey, you got nothing. I don't have nothing to buy you a drink or whatever. I'm telling the truth. Trying to be honest like that. Ain't nobody gonna be trying to talk to you.
No.
Oh,
That's different, right? That's different.
That's different.
For me, like I feel like if you go into a relationship, right? If you're looking at if you don't want what will come back to haunt you, just be as open as you can. Obviously,
Right, yeah. I think he has a point though.
Yeah.
If you have a bad day, why you even approaching girls?
Yeah, that's my
For
problem.
me, I don't even want to be there.
No.
If
But
I'm broke, if I know I'm not in a situation, I'm not ready for the anything, I don't even want to be in that situation.
you know what? Watch out. This topic we can take all day. But hey, listen, all love, man. Man, keep it real. Honestly, you wanna stay on the? He be over the street though.
You didn't even let me say my point.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, you go ahead.
Just give point to me. It's like you have to get know the person first.
Right,
Take your time to know the person before you
right.
start.
So take your time.
Take your time.
That's your word.
Take your time.
Honestly. Hey, Lughie Podcast. Don't forget to tune out Lughie Podcast, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Hey, all love. To be continued. More. I was gonna cut, but
yeah.
do out.